Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Devin Haney is making excuses and begging for a rematch. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Devin Haney has come out on Instagram and started making excuses and begging Ryan Garcia for a rematch. But this guy is delusional and a complete and utter dumbass. And this is what I mean. Devin Haney stated, and I quote, "I would love to run it back and give the fans a fair fight with an agreed weight with Ryan Garcia." So he's saying the fight is not fair because the weight, Ryan Garcia came in over 3 pounds heavier than anticipated. But that makes no sense to me because Devin Haney, his team, his father, made a deal with Team Ryan Garcia to go forward with the fight, to pay Devin Haney $600,000 out of Ryan Garcia's purse plus 2% of whatever profit he may derive from the pay-per-view. So at the end of the day, that's when the fight became fair, when you made a second agreement by taking that money. So the fact that you're saying it's not fair, to you, it's only not fair because you got your ass whooped. Had you won the fight, you wouldn't be crying, complaining, or moaning. So at the end of the day, you agreed to the weight. You agreed to the money. Nobody forced you to do anything. Devin Haney could have walked away from the fight, but he chose not to. He wanted the money, and he felt like he could whoop Ryan Garcia's ass. Remember, this is a cherry pick gone wrong. He felt like Ryan Garcia is on a completely different level below him, and he said this out of his own mouth. But now all of a sudden, the fight wasn't fair even though he agreed to it. The fight wasn't fair even though he got paid extra for the weight gain. It doesn't make any sense. You can't come back and say you got screwed. You can't come back and make an excuse. You look like an utter dumbass. The second part that I have a problem with is that this guy is talking about a rematch. A rematch. How do you want a rematch with Ryan Garcia when you wouldn't give Vasyl Lomachenko a rematch? How would you want a rematch with Ryan when you'd not give Vasyl Lomachenko a rematch? You know that was the most controversial fight of your career. The one where you were screaming to your dad, "He's figured me out." I mean, this guy is disgusting. You wouldn't give him a rematch. You shot up in weight to fight a flat-footed, slow Regis Prograis. You didn't want to smoke. And literally, Vasily Lomachenko gave you the opportunity you asked for because you got in the ring and you begged him to fight you. You say, "So you're going to fight me next? You're going to fight me next? You're going to fight me next?" You thought Loma was a coward. You thought he was going to duck you. Thought he was afraid. You wanted that big name on your resume. And when you stepped in the ring and he whooped your ass, you got humiliated and say, "You know what? I barely escaped that fight." So now all of a sudden, you didn't want to rematch Vasyl Lomachenko, but you're begging Ryan Garcia. What kind of coward do you look like? You're begging Ryan for a rematch, but not Loma? This man is disgusting. This is why I don't like Devin Haney, because this man is absolute garbage. And I'm glad he got exposed. I'm glad he lost his O, because he deserved it. I mean, this man's a damn weight bully. Even Regis Prograis has come out recently to explain that this man came in overweight in their fight, but he did not expose that there was a rehydration clause in there. He didn't put that out to the public and say the fight wasn't fair. He didn't make any excuses, but now all the news has come out. So at the end of the day, that's what we call karma. And here's another problem. Devin Haney came into that fight as basically a super middleweight at over 165 pounds against Regis Prograis. That doesn't make any sense. This man was a super middleweight against Vasyl Lomachenko. It doesn't make any sense how Devin Haney can weight bully everybody, refuse to give rematches. Now we're all supposed to be sorry and sympathetic and give you a rematch and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't fair for you." What? How can a weight bully make that claim? It literally makes no sense. Devin Haney, you are the dumbass of the day.